Hey everyone, it's me, Neita, and welcome to my channel. Now, typically on my channel, I talk about business and I do crafting videos, but in today's video, it's gonna be much different than what I typically post. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and join me with something new and different to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about my grocery budget that I'm gonna have for this week and all the meals that I plan to make with the items that I purchased from the grocery store. And I'm gonna meal prep some of those items today. So come hang out with me today as I talk about my grocery budget and what I plan to make. I decided this week that I'm gonna be shopping at Winco. For me, Winco in my area is probably one of the cheaper stores for me to shop at. It's extremely affordable there. They also have bulk food items there as well, which is perfect for getting those bulk items such as rice and beans. Definitely Winco is one of my top stores to shop at to get the best deals. For this week's budget, I wanted to spend only $200. Now, typically we spend around $250 to $300 a week on groceries, but I feel like we waste a little bit too much food, and we also go out to eat absolutely way too much. So this week I want to try and focus on keeping my budget under $200. Now, I do have a full pantry as well that is pretty stocked. I do have some frozen vegetables and other frozen items that I'm going to be using in this week's meals. So I am going to be able to use things that I already have, such as spices and things like that. This week at Winco, I was able to spend $170 at the grocery store, and I was able to get a decent amount of food. Definitely not as much food as I used to get when I would go shopping there. I would be able to go shopping there and spend around $100 and my basket would be overflowing. But with today's grocery prices, I'm not really able to do that, but I was able to get a bunch of items that will last us through the week and probably through next week as well. Some major things that I wanted to keep a lookout for when I went grocery shopping today is see if they had any deals, and unfortunately I didn't really see too many deals at Winco, but overall the prices were still really good. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that I got. So I was able to get a variety of different meats. I was able to get chicken drumsticks, boneless chicken thighs, ground pork, and some pork for some carnitas. So we were able to get a bunch of different meat, very affordable. I did get like some cheaper cuts. Unfortunately, I didn't get any ground beef or any type of steaks or tri-tip, any type of beef. Because our week's budget is only $200, I chose to go for more of the affordable meats to make sure that we have meat for breakfast, lunch, and for dinner. Now for our breakfast items, I plan on making pancakes and McGriddles for this week's breakfast. So I did get another big bag of pancake mix, but I actually already have one as well from my pantry, but it's almost out. So I'll be able to finish up this bag, and then I will have a bag for next week already ready to go, so I won't have to purchase that next week. And usually these big bags of pancake mix actually last me a while, so I honestly probably go through maybe one bag every 2-3 months. I did get some eggs. I did get a really small carton of eggs. Now eggs right now, especially in California, honestly everywhere in the United States, are extremely expensive. Typically I get the big case. I believe it's 5 dozen eggs, and usually I would only spend like between $15 to $20 on a big case of eggs. Now those eggs are over $35. So unfortunately we're not going to be eating eggs for breakfast or any other meals. We're strictly just using these eggs to help us with our baking that we have planned for this week. So we're just going to be using those eggs just for add-on or to use in our recipes. Now I forgot to mention, I also did get 2 whole chickens. Now I'm going to be making like a rotisserie chicken using my crock pot. It won't be in tonight's video, but I will be doing a video on that, so definitely keep a lookout for that video. It will be coming out very shortly. But I got 2 of those to meal prep for lunches this week, so we'll be doing rotisserie chicken for the week for lunches, and we'll be able to make chicken sandwiches, chicken quesadillas, different type of dishes using that chicken. And the nice thing is it'll be prepped and ready to go, so I won't have to worry about lunches for the most part. And it's gonna be really nice because I also homeschool during the week and I work from home as well. So my schedule is pretty jam-packed, and having breakfast and lunches already planned out and ready to go is gonna make my work life and my teaching life so much easier. Now for fruits and vegetables, I just got basically apples, bananas, and strawberries. I got some carrots and celery as also for a snack, but mostly I'm gonna be using those to help season my chicken when I do my rotisseries. Now I also have big giant bags already of frozen broccoli and like a melody and like a stir fry mix already in my deep freezer, so I didn't have to buy too many vegetables this go around because I already have some frozen ones. I also got some almond milk and regular milk. My husband, he likes to do protein shakes for breakfast, so I got him the almond milk, and then I got the milk because I'm gonna be making granola as well, so as like a cereal option, I decided to get some milk as well. I also got some garbanzo beans to make some chickpeas. I do love to eat those as like a little snack. I bake them in the oven, they are so good. I plan on meal prepping those for you guys as well, just not in this video, but it's gonna be part of our meal plan and it's part of our snacks. I also got some Greek yogurt as well to eat with my granola. It's my kids and my favorite snack. So that's pretty much it for this grocery haul. I only spent $170, so I still have $30 left. So just in case I need some extra meat or extra ingredients for any of these dishes, I'll be able to get that with the remaining $30. So some of the meals that I plan on making for breakfast, we are gonna have McGriddles. I'll also meal prep some pancakes as well, just in case my kids wanna switch it out one day for pancakes rather than a McGriddle. For lunches, I'm gonna meal prep those whole chickens and make those rotisserie chickens using my crock pot, and we'll be able to make chicken sandwiches, chicken quesadillas, even chicken tacos during lunchtime using that chicken. And then for dinner, we have the chicken thighs. I plan on using those for 2 of the meals out of the week, and we'll do potatoes with that. I do have a big giant bag of potatoes already that I bought last week, so I need to use those potatoes up before those go bad, so we'll be doing the chicken thighs with the potatoes. The ground pork, that's gonna be like a teriyaki dish. It's so good, kind of like an egg roll in a bowl, and some rice with some veggies. And then the carnita meat, I'm going to meal prep that, and hopefully that meat will be good for 2 nights worth of dinners. I will be making carnita tacos and carnita tostadas. And then for snacks, we're gonna have cheese sticks, fruits, granola with the yogurt, the chickpeas, and then I'm also gonna be meal prepping muffins as well for my kids as like a little snack for them. So I'm not gonna be able to meal prep everything for this video. Now I do plan on showing you guys all the meals that I plan on making this week and showing you each day. It just won't be in this video. I do want to meal prep the McGriddles and the pancakes and then the muffins and hopefully the granola. I'm hoping I can get all that done tonight. Let's get started on that, but make sure you guys are following me because I do plan showing you each day what I do for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I'm going to show you guys how I make everything as well. So definitely hit that subscribe button. I know it's different content than what I usually share, but hopefully you guys enjoy it and you guys hit that like button and let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this type of content. Do you want to see more of this, or you just want me to stick to business and crafting? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the McGriddles. So I'm gonna batch out a bunch of little pancakes, which are gonna be used as like the bun for the McGriddle. So I have my little skillet. Now I do have a Blackstone that I really wanna show you guys, but it's currently raining and pouring right now, so I'm not gonna be able to use my Blackstone tonight, but I'm gonna be using my little indoor little skillet, so I'm able to batch out as many little pancakes as I can. I'm gonna be doing the McGriddle buns or the little pancakes, and then I'm also gonna do chocolate chip pancakes too, as like an option. If my kids don't want McGriddles for that morning, they'll have like chocolate chip pancakes as another option. So for this, all I have is my skillet. I do have these little pancake molds. Typically I don't use these, but for the McGriddles, I do want to use these to see if I like them or not. And they'll too just make the sandwiches look a lot neater. And then my bag of pancake mix. Now this is my go-to pancake mix. All you have to do is add water for this, so super convenient and easy. And then I just have some syrup. This is our sugar-free syrup. I figure for the sandwiches we don't need like a super sweet flavor, so we're just gonna go for the sugar-free. Or with my normal chocolate chip pancakes, I won't be adding this to the batter. I'll just be adding the chocolate chips. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my bowl. I don't measure anything, I just eyeball it, but I'm gonna make a lot of this, so yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the consistency that I like. We'll see if I like this consistency for these McGriddles. This is my first time making McGriddles, so hopefully they turn out good. So I didn't purchase this when I went grocery shopping, but I did purchase this. I did need more cooking spray, so I like to use this when using my griddle. And these are non-stick, but just in case, I feel like that's absolutely way too much. We'll see if I like these. Wish me luck. So I'm doing about a fourth of a cup. We'll see if that's a good amount or if that's too much. I don't want them to be super thick. And with this batter or this brand of pancake mix, they get super, super fluffy. And then I'm just gonna do a little drizzle. Oops. I'm hoping these turn out good. I'm gonna wait to take these off. I wish I had more of these because typically I'm able to do like 6 to like 9 little pancakes on here. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Ooh, that came off perfect. Yay. Oh my gosh, if you guys could smell this right now, it smells so good. Now these are kind of thicker than I'm wanting, so I'm gonna try and do less batter in this next batch. All right, these look about ready. So I'm gonna put them on my cooling rack. They smell so good. Let's just do another little spritz. These are turning out so good. I'm really hoping that my kids love them. Now they love the McGriddles from McDonald's, but obviously we want to offer some healthier choices. So I'm hoping these homemade ones turn out really good and that they like them. And having these ready to go is gonna make my life so much easier. All right, so I got a ton of the McGriddle pancakes done. Now I'm gonna make some chocolate chip pancakes. Only a couple. I was able to make a lot of the McGriddle pancakes, so I think we're set for this week if we eat, or if my kids eat 1 McGriddle per day. So we should be good. I didn't account for my husband or myself because we usually typically skip breakfast. So we won't be enjoying these. I did make a couple extra, so if we do decide we want some, there's a couple for us. I was a little skeptical with these pancake molds at first, but honestly, I really love them. I love how the pancakes come out perfect each time. Now I had a little bit of chocolate chips left over, so I did not have to dig into my brand new bag that I just purchased today, but I am gonna be making chocolate chip muffins. So those will need those. So hopefully that'll be enough for the chocolate chip muffins. These McGriddles look so good. My kids are gonna be so happy in the morning when they see these. Now I'm just prepping just the McGriddles. Now I did buy at the grocery store these pre-made frozen little brown and served sausage patties. So basically I'll just microwave one of these with some cheese and then just microwave one of the McGriddle patties or whatever, not the patties, but the buns. And that will be breakfast with some fruit or some applesauce on the side. Okay, so that is all of the pancake mix. I will have all of my supplies linked down below for you guys. These little pancake molds were perfect. So I was only able to make 4 chocolate chip pancakes with that leftover pancake mix, which should be fine. If one of my kids want to switch out their McGriddle for pancakes, they'll have that option. Next week, or maybe sometime this week, I will prep more chocolate chip pancakes just to have them ready to go, because these are just a really good go-to for my kids at least. Whenever they want a snack or if they just want a quick breakfast, pop one of these in the microwave and they're good to go. So here is what I was able to make with that bag, or just like a quarter of the bag of that pancake mix. Now I was able to make a ton. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 20 McGriddle sandwiches that we can freeze. And then I was able to make 4 chocolate chip pancakes to kind of switch out for one of the breakfasts. But I feel like that is a good start for breakfast. That's gonna make my life so much easier. So now I'm going to attempt to make chocolate chip muffins. My kids love those like little mini chocolate chip muffins that are like pre-packaged, but with grocery prices right now, those things are so expensive right now. So I'm trying to make everything from scratch and meal prep as much as I can to help save money. So I found a recipe on Pinterest. I'll have it linked down below for you guys if you guys want to snag this recipe. I haven't made these muffins before, so I don't know how good the recipe is. So I'm only gonna make one batch, and if my kids approve of them, I will make a bigger batch next time. And I'm thinking that I will be able to freeze them too. So if I make a big batch, I'll be able to freeze like a batch or two for the future. So I don't have to make a ton all at once. I'll have some already made and ready to go. All I have to do is just pull them out of the freezer. So some of these ingredients I already have, and some ingredients I purchased from the grocery store today. So for example, I had to purchase this nonstick spray, and then I had to purchase chocolate chips for this recipe. I also had to purchase eggs, and that was it. Everything else I had in my pantry. Luckily, I had most of the ingredients ready to go, so that made making these on my budget a little bit easier. Now I do have a KitchenAid mixer, I believe that's what it's called. My stepdad is currently using it, so I don't have it with me right now, so I have to do everything by hand. I think it may be time for me to get a new whisk, but I'm gonna be using my little handheld one. Now guys, I'm no baker, so be nice in the comments. Oh, nope, not gonna work. Let's use the whisk without it. It's too powerful. I wish I had my KitchenAid mixer with me right now. I definitely need to pick that up for my stepdad. Okay, let's add the dry or wet to the dry ingredients. Guess I'll just use my little regular handheld one. Now I'm making a mess. Okay, so that looks pretty good, I think. I don't know. Again, I've never made muffins before. I don't know how this recipe is gonna turn out, but hopefully it's good. And then I have this like little mini loaf pan. I think I'm gonna use this instead of like a muffin pan. A cup of chocolate chips to the batter. I'm just gonna use one of my little ice cream scoopers, I think. Let's see. Probably do a little less. I think that should be good. Like these ones need a little bit of extra chocolate chips. Okay, I think that's good. So I was able to make 12 little muffins out of that one batch, so that's not too bad. Hopefully I didn't overfill these too much. All right, so these only have to go in the oven for like 10 minutes, which is perfect because these don't take too long to cook. So I'm gonna throw these into the oven at 375 degrees. And again, I'll have this recipe linked down below for you guys if you want to try it out. So that recipe only used 1 cup of chocolate chips, so I still have a decent amount of chocolate chips. I can use these later on in the week for pancakes, or if my kids really like those chocolate chip muffins, I'll probably have to make another batch, and I'll have plenty of left over to be able to do that. And then I have a ton of flour and sugar left over too, so if I want to do any more baking, I also have not a ton, but 11 eggs left over. So if I want to bake something else, I'll be able to do that. And then I also, again, have $30 left over for my shopping budget for the week. So if I decide I need to bake anything else, or if I want to make something else, I have $30 to make something if I don't have it already in my pantry or in my fridge. So the muffins are in the oven and it's only 1040 right now, which is pretty good. My goal is to still make some granola And I wanna make a pretty decent big size batch. So I buy my beans, my rice, and my oats. I buy those in bulk at Winco, and I get like the giant like 20-pound bags. So I have a ton of oats that I need to use up. So I'm gonna be making a big batch of granola, and we'll be able to use that for our, like a little topping for our Greek yogurts, or it's another breakfast option too for my kids. If they want like a bowl of cereal, they can have granola with some milk. So I feel pretty good about getting this batched out so far. Again, I still need to meal prep the rotisserie chickens. I have 2 of those, so I'm gonna be baking those in my, or making those in my crock pot. So I'll start one of those chickens tomorrow morning, and then I'll make the second one in the evening. So I'm hoping to get both of those done and meal prepped. I still want to meal prep some Mexican rice, so I have those for dinner. And then also I need to meal prep beans. That won't be in today's video, so definitely subscribe so you can see me making those. Because with the kids back in school now, they had about a month off from school, and business has been so incredibly busy, and we've been eating out either at restaurants or at fast food restaurants as well. Absolutely way too much, and it's just hurting our finances. We're spending way too much money on food. So I'm hoping that this meal prepping and sticking to a $200 budget will really help us, because I have some big financial goals this year. I want to pay off the remaining amount of my debt, which isn't too much, but I definitely want to get my debt paid off. And I also want to save up money to buy a new car, because we're in a desperate need to get a new car, and I don't want to have a car payment, so I want to be able to buy that car with cash. So I need to save a pretty good amount of money to be able to get a new car. So I'm hoping that this meal planning and sticking to a $200 budget each week will be easy for me to manage. Now, it was easy this week because I already had a ton of items already purchased from last week and a couple weeks earlier. So this week it's not too hard. I have a selection of things to be able to make, but what I am worried about is once I run out of those things that I've already purchased, is this meal planning gonna be tricky? But we are off to a really good start for this week, and we'll see for the next couple weeks how things go once we start going through all of the pantry stuff that I already had ready to go and pre-purchased. So we'll see how those weeks come. Okay, don't judge me, my oven is really dirty, but these are looking really good. I don't think they're quite ready yet. I think they're definitely gonna have to go in for another like 3-4 minutes. So hopefully they turn out good. Okay, so the muffins are done. Let's see if I can pick these up. So I think I overcooked them just a little bit, but they look pretty good. They smell really good. So we'll see in the morning if the boys like these little chocolate chip muffin loaves. I definitely think I overcooked them. Definitely adding the chocolate chips to the top of the muffins made them look so much cuter, but I really love the little muffin, little loaf tin that I used. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to meal prep tonight is going to be the granola. I think we're off to a really good start, and everything else I'll wait till tomorrow to meal prep, but I have my big bag of oats. I'm gonna do 2 batches, I think, of this recipe. This is my first time using this recipe as well, so we'll see. I really just wanted to do a really basic granola, since it's just gonna be a topper for my Greek yogurt or for like a bowl of cereal. So this is actually 1 batch, so I feel like that's a lot. So we'll start out with this for now. Guys, are you serious? I used ground cumin. Oh, I just wasted all of that. Ground cumin. I needed cinnamon, guys. I needed cinnamon. The kitchen was smelling so good from the pancakes and the muffins, and now it just smells like tacos, which I don't mind, but okay, so I have to open up my container of oats. I have about like 3 or 4 of these full of oats, so we have plenty that we need to use and get rid of. Okay, let's try this again. Let's make sure that we're using ground cinnamon. And I love cinnamon, so that's why I put an excess amount of cumin on it by accident. Okay, that's a lot of cinnamon, but I love cinnamon. You totally add some like brown sugar to this as well. That would taste really good. Okay, so this calls for coconut oil, but I'm not a big fan of coconut. So I'm just gonna use some olive oil. And this recipe also calls for a half a cup of honey. Again, I'm gonna switch that out and I'm gonna use maple syrup. I just love the taste of maple syrup on granola. It's so good. And some vanilla. Now you can add nuts and raisins or any type of like dried fruit to this mixture. For me, I'm not a big nut person, so I don't like having nuts in my granola. I do love raisins, however, but for this, I'm just gonna keep it plain. Okay, that looks really good and it smells really good. It doesn't taste like, or it doesn't smell like cumin anymore. It smells like cinnamon and maple syrup. So I still have a ton of maple syrup left over. That's gonna be perfect for any pancakes that I make for breakfast, or if the kids want a little bit of extra syrup on their McGriddles, I still have maple syrup and that sugar-free syrup as well. I'm just gonna use some parchment paper to line this pan. So here is the granola. I have it spread out as thin as possible because I want it to dry out and be nice and crunchy. So I try to do like a really thin layer. This is gonna go in the oven for 30 minutes, and then I will halfway through kind of stir it to kind of flip sides, but don't stir it too much because you want it to be nice and chunky, and if you over stir it, it will make the granola just not as chunky. So let's pop these in the oven real fast. So while that's cooking in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my mess. And it's only 11:18, so I'm just gonna clean up the kitchen. I probably won't do any embroidery tonight because I do have to wake up early. So I'll probably just finish up this granola and then put all of the muffins in a Ziploc baggie, put all of the McGriddle buns or pancakes in the freezer. So those are ready to go. And then that'll be it for tonight. All right, so the granola is all done. It came out perfect. I'm just gonna let it cool before I bag it up. But everything is all done for at least tonight. So these I will be putting into the freezer. Same for the pancakes, and then the muffins I'll just leave out. Those will probably be eaten in like a day or two. All right, everyone, that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, I am gonna be meal prepping a bunch more, just not tonight because it is absolutely way too late, but I'm very satisfied with what I was able to get done tonight. I got pretty much breakfast and snacks pretty much ready to go for this week, so I'm totally happy about that. Now, I do have more to prep, so definitely subscribe if you haven't yet, because I will be showing you what else I'll be eating this week based off of my $200 food budget. But thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!